How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical and welcome back to the one, the only. It's Green Hell, baby. Yeah! Love it. I mean, it's going really, yeah, it's going okay. The problem is just the amount of botching is a bit cray. So we do need to make sure that we are growing as much as possible. I mean, it helps more now because we have the ability to make meals and stuff, but we're also going to need turrets and stuff. Like, it's very much going to be like a turret playthrough. Weirdly. What resources do we have? Okay, so we could do with a bit more steel. Ancient danger where? Over there, that's fine. So, let's go speed 3 and sort of start to worry about the things that we have to worry about. Now, we would like some steel. While not a massive problem, it is going to start to hinder us at some point quite rapidly. There's a heavy SMG over there. The problem is it's not like weapons really going to make that much difference. Who is our best shooter? You on 10. Go equip to that. Our blindness just makes shooting so impossible. Other than that, what can we be doing? More traps would be great. Have we actually got the technology to make turrets? No. We're currently researching smithing, so we are moving our way that way. Right, making lots of drugs, which is cool. That's going to be really good. Is anyone actually doing the drugs yet? You are. So if I go to needs, got 13. High life. Okay, cool. Just need to watch for tolerances and stuff like that. Otherwise, we should be pretty cushy. Forgot we had 4 colonists. Would like 2 people on research. Like I always say, I want to see 2 people on them benches. Living the dream. How many traps have we got? 10. Okay, since we have a designated miner now, I'm actually going to queue up that, and then I'll leave that for the time being. That'll be fine. The mission for steel is here. $30-odd meals. Yeah, I think, and to be fair, last time I think we went into fine meals quickly, which is a big mistake. So that's sort of on us, in all honesty. Do you like how I say us and not me? Because it's our colony, party people. Our colony. Our success. Your failure. Let's be honest. Right, the steel's coming in. Because then if I can build more traps, I will. I do wonder if this is the series where miniguns might be worth the most. But I feel like it's going to be worth a lot getting a lot of melee colonists, not for like damage output, but then like to just hold them up while hopefully the turrets do the work. Like, I'm not really sure how this is going to go long term, in all honesty. I didn't really think of like the full consequences of being blind. And I think because we got lucky quite early on, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. So then, yeah. Right, Vicky's mining. Actually quite a quick miner, let's be honest. Nice to see. But I've still got to get hauled in. We haven't really got much to focus on. Outside just trying to get a little bit of research done. Which is fine. Sometimes you have to get the boring stuff done in Rimworld, and it's a good colony. I mean, we've got everything we need to be up at the moment. We're in the middle of spring, so this is like time to thrive. We just need to hope for more, obviously, harvests and for them to actually yield more than what they have in the past. Would be nice. Just waiting for that research bar to ding. We're not that far away. Do need to fill all that in. Yeah, I just think it's going to be a waste doing corn too early. Just because of our botching is going to be so high. Got loads of ship chunk parts. Problem is, we've got 25 components. Let's not worry about them for the moment. Let's get that steel hauled in. Get the research done. That's going to be smithing off the back. I wonder if we need to prioritise going straight to turrets then. That's pretty much what we're saying. 2 seconds while I sort out the audio for whatever reason. Right, there we go. Since I've been messing around with like graphical settings and audio settings and all that sort of stuff, OBS sort of has a heart attack if I go from one game to another game. Right, that's smithing done there, which is awesome, meaning then we can go straight into machining. We are going to prioritise powering 2 turrets as quickly as possible. Apparently our colonists are idle, which is absolutely disgusting. Prince and Sky. Well, Sky shouldn't be. Sorry, Prince shouldn't be because you're research. And Sky, there's stuff to haul. So with that being said, let's build another shelf. Of course, you botched it. Just don't put food on it. Would still like to build that wall across there. How much resources have we got? Not enough. They are building sandstone. How much would it actually take? 180, that's a lot. Just think it's a bit too big of a project to get it done straight away. Even with idle colonists. What I can do here with the stonecutter's table is let's up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's get that up a little bit. Problem is, it's more breaches that we have to worry about the wider our base is. The wider our base is, the more the game can then like dodge turrets and stuff like that. So we're going to have to be quite clever. We're probably going to have to move the base into this like little alcovey bit, in all honesty. Just so then the bedrooms and everything are right behind, because the only problem where our base is now, obviously if anything attacks us from this way, it goes straight into our homes and whatnot, which is, don't have to tell you, not amazing. Sky going crazy, gotta love it. I'll reinstall that there. And I'll build some more shelves. Just want to make sure low psychic drone on females is what it is. I'm just going to deconstruct the crib. I click on Sky. Try and avoid pregnancy, please. And just make sure food isn't being stored. Okay, so the stockpile's sort of sorted. How long until this rice? We're all at 60 odd %. Are going to have to build across here, and at least then it makes us... I don't know if we want to go straight into impressive barracks. We don't really care. Interesting. Okay. I mean, we're making more blocks, so at least then we've got that on lockdown. Prints. So what are you doing, Smith? Okay, no, you are researching. Vicky, I'm going to put you on 4 on research. If you've done absolutely everything, I would rather you sit at a research bench than do nothing. We've only got 300 steel. We've got steel to haul, meaning that we don't have a stockpile for it. So what I am actually going to do is pause, make a stockpile over here, clear all critical, and this can be raw resources that doesn't actually, or where they don't actually need to be kept inside. Can't remember if Jade does or not. Silver need to be kept outside? I don't think. There we go. Just to give us a little bit more space in the stockpile. We shouldn't make it so big. Does make it obviously awkward if raiders and stuff come, but this sort of stuff doesn't deteriorate. It gets it off the shelves, meaning we can haul then the resources around the map, then we're not as bored. So we are moving and grooving. We have a plan, and that's the main thing. Whether it's a good plan or not, then that's another matter. It's basically, then we see what the game... Summer has begun, and we have not made a lot of food. Okay. Very obviously cautious. Harvest the berry bushes. What level are our growers again? 13 and 8. I'll see what one more like round of harvesting does to us, and if we see another like large amount of botches, then we're going to have a conversation. The problem is with this amount of botching, I don't think corn is worth it. Because that's a long grow time for stuff to just get constantly botched. So I'm not quite sure the best method here. Let's keep an eye on. Yeah, let's see him botched. Quite a bit of rice out of this. And they're getting levels for it. Vicky seems to be doing really well. I was just about to say, but she's got plants 13. No, she doesn't. Smith seemed to have botched more there. Another 100 rice. It's not enough, is it? I mean, it's already gone into meals. Food for thought. Because like I said, we can open that up. Which then gives us them grow zones. So we'll have to move the trees. Debating how advantageous it will be getting us into bedrooms. Or not. Heat wave. Should be okay. That'll be the next load of harvest. We haven't stockpiled any food yet. I did click a load of berry bushes to be harvested to see if that will help. Obviously, if you can get loads of food first to make the meals, then everything afterwards will then stock up the stockpile. Again, it is rushing to turrets, and the good thing about turrets is we can reinstall them as well. So we'll probably have to build like 6 off the bat, just to make sure we have a bit of firepower. Like, what is the melee levels? So you're 8 melee, 2 melee, but you're a wimp, so you're never gonna... You're an optimist. So we could make 3 of them into melees, and Smith will have to be ranged whether we like it or not. And that might have to be the way we deal with this. But then the base design doesn't work for that. But this series is always going to be one of them things where it's like learning on the go. Steady as she goes, steady as she goes. That's the thing, if we make our... So I'm going to have to build... I wonder come winter if that's the point where we start building this and building into this alcovey bit. I think I'm going to have this kill box like down here and then up here, and it's going to be really big. Now the reason why we're going to do that... Heat string. The reason why we're going to do that is so at least if they breach in, they're still going to hit traps. It's obviously going to be a lot of steel. We're going to need to do it. But this series is going to have to rely on steel traps. Steel traps and melee, because the melee can then just plug the gaps. Because we have to be realistic of what threats are going to struggle. We're going to struggle against, and let's be honest, it's going to be most things. So that's the plan anyway. Obviously, with everyone sleeping, the plan is slow to say the least, but we're going, we're moving forward. We can do this, party people. Just need a bit of faith, faith. It'd be nice to have a machining table up, because we will need to get EMPs up immediately. Because otherwise, the minute when a couple of centipedes come at us, we're just not in the right frame of mind already. And while I can whip people with some melee stuff to help, without the proper gear and whatnot, they're going to go down very, very, very quickly. Regardless how much I want them to do it. Right, that's a little better. So we've got some meals in the pocket. Then we've got a stockpile of rice in the pocket. So that's not too bad. The problem is then we have to obviously wait quite a while for the next load. Is there any other fertile grass near us? There's a massive bit over there. It's a shame how close to the edge of the map it is. It's hard, not really a defensible location. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll start saving up the blocks. And then come winter is when then we can put in our forever home. Like just a couple of subtle changes. I think we're quite vulnerable here. And as fun as vulnerable is, we want to get the W, party people. We want to win. We want to win, and win we will. But we need to make sure research gets the respect it deserves. A machining table is on the menu, boys. So that we might have to go into flak armor and whatnot just to make sure we are actually geared up for everything. That could be a little bit awkward to say the least. Enemies knocking on our doors and we're all in our pajamas. I don't have to tell you. Pajamas don't make good armor. I love how they all sleep in their bomber jackets and whatnot. That made me absolutely miserable. I'm always like scorching at nights, no matter what I do. Because I'm hot stuff, party people. Yeah, you know it. You can't get away. Oh, we got inspired recruitment. Ooh. 45 degrees outside. Freezer no longer freezing. The rice still keeps for quite a while. The meals, that's fine. It's not really a massive problem. Or at least not something I need to waste like 2 coolers on. Right, we will start to see bored colonists now, but I do want people to just be jumping on research as and when required, because we got... The nice thing is we got smithing done. We're halfway through machining, or we're about to hit halfway. That sets us up with a nice little spot to just keep powering on. Heat stroke. Heat stroke is always going to be a little bit awkward for us, isn't it? Oh, heat wave is over. See, look, you just ask nicely and you get what you want. Oh, what we got? Forced weather. Fog. It's not worth it to impact aggro zones. So if we impact them too much, we'll be in a bit of trouble. And we're actually in a point where we're actually stockpiling like a bit of food here. Have we got any other berry bushes nearby? No. What I will do while people are actually bored, I'm going to deconstruct all these ship chunk parts. Mainly for the steel, but we get components. So we'll go through components like absolutely anything. Remind me what the smithy actually gives us. I suppose it's helmets. And pointless weapons? I don't think there's too much that we want from it at this point. I think it is just hold on for the machining table. With that being said, in hindsight, we probably should have got this up earlier so then we could at least get some cloth up. Don't know why I didn't allow sewing on that. So now we've only got 11 hill root. Oh, we've got 22 medicine, which is something. Something is something. Might not be grown in time. Don't worry, I'm watching food stocks. I am going to expand this zone to all that. Pause. Yeah, I just remembered about the trees. Right, let's extract loads of these trees, then we can make the grow zone a bit bigger. This just isn't going to work for me. And we need more rice. Like the smoke leaf. How much of that are we? Doing okay there, I guess. Disturb trees. We're out of control, that's why. Yeah, if I don't put more rice in, we're not going to have any stock. It's like this is holding us over, like, nicely if we didn't have to obviously hold some back for the winter months. Need to make sure they're nearby because we do like being nearby trees. So So we've got to give the people what they want. You'd like to think this is going to be more than enough. Problem is, it's very hard to judge when we are botching it as much as we are. So we will keep that in mind. That's the nice thing, once we get this wall up, we'll be able to have growing zones here that are actually quite safe. Obviously we'll have to keep this one just because it's all the fertile grass. Sort of a no-brainer. Okay. Progress is progress, party people. We got some research done, which is the most important thing. And some steel in the stockpile is nothing to put our noses up against. Yeah, because at least the steel is there to repair traps. Though what I would actually like to do, as much as I know you party people hate with all my traps putting up, is probably going to save our life. Okay, here we go. Here's a raid. They are attacking immediately, so let's get everyone inside. And go back to messages. Ten of them. How many traps have we even got? Okay, they're not breaches or anything, but that's a scary amount. So we need to do our plan where we're going to go Sky. Come get the plasteel knife. Smith. Heavy SMG. Prince. Revolver. Draft everyone. Bring them here, and Smith can, sorry, Sky. Need more to die. Prince, come here. Problem is they can fight us there, but I can move Sky in if needed. So Sky will hold them in melee. Okay, they are retreating. And that's why we like steel traps, party people. Sky, make sure you fight that person. As if they're burning my crops. Undraft. Unrestrict. Yeah, everyone go put out the crops. That is the most important thing. Outside that, we do get a bit of gear. Low shield pack. You've got some flak vests. You've got a flak jacket and whatnot. Right, then allow. Then we can actually change our weapons up. Needs you to strip sooner rather than later. What's the temperature? 40. Right, wear flak jacket. Smith. Just because you're a wimp, you should probably get the flak vest. And the flak pants. Just to help with all that. Sky, what temperatures can you... Okay, you can't go too hot, otherwise you'll get a bit sad. But Prince, then you can upgrade your weapon to a pump action shotgun. Which is probably going to be better for what we're doing at the moment. Then we're all unrestricted. Sky got a little bit injured. Anything too bad? No, just pump action shotgun. Bruises and whatnot. Vicky's getting more steel, which is actually ideal. We have actually got another shotgun, which... Oh, it's bio-coded. Oh, so annoying. That's tainted. Sky, Vicky, Smith. This won't bite me in the bum giving my wimp the shield pack. But at least we've got it equipped. So we ain't got to worry too much. Yeah, not too bad. Another attack we survived against, but again, without the traps, would have been rough. It was to note they did actually attack this door. Probably because they saw us go through it, but we do need to keep that in mind. Just because that could very easily put us in a very difficult situation. And in all honesty, we don't need to make this series any more difficult than it already is. We're having a blast, party people. We need to keep the good times rolling. Need to keep them coming. You know, we don't need to be silly Billy or anything like that. Let's take this seriously. It takes with the respect it deserves. This is where we were mining a little bit of steel before this all started. And then it's just a case of making sure we've got the rice fields going forward. Summer won't last long. But then I'll be moaning that we didn't put enough crops down, so... As fun as, you know, I told you so is going to come along, it's going to come along very, very quickly. I'm not even probably growing enough smoke leaf in all honesty. Doesn't seem like it, does it? We're still butchering dead bodies. Can we stop that? We're going to get a name for ourselves. Let's suspend and we'll look at that. You know, if times are tough. Because, well, we're going to get a big negative for that. Yeah, butchered human-like. Oh, we're going to start to get a name for ourselves. We're not bad people, but flesh is addictive. Not to eat. We're botching all the traps. Brilliant, brilliant. That's resources we can really afford to waste as well. Oh, just watching that construction botched. Gets the heart bumping. I think I'm going to have to go get a cold shower, party people. All them resources being wasted. Definitely what my blood pressure needs. If you got this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.